Hello everybody, this is Rita with Restyle Renewed, and I am going to do an acrylic pour on these drawers. It's part of a desk vanity that I'm doing. So I thought I would just come on and show you guys how I do the acrylic pours on furniture. So I've got 3 drawers, so this is kind of the perfect piece to do this on. There's not too many drawers, so I won't go through, tons of paint. So I'm going to just walk through a little bit first. You have to just be patient. I'm going to tell you how to do this. I need to give you some instructions before I show you how to do the actual pouring, because the instructions are really important. So just be patient while I walk you through some things before you see me actually do this. So the most important thing to know about this is you have to have somewhere level to put your drawers. So see behind me, right over there are some drawers sitting on a cardboard. And what I've done is you want to make sure your drawers are level. So wherever your drawers are going to be sitting to dry, you have to make sure that area is level. Because if that area is not level, the paint is going to pour off. It's going to kind of travel to one direction, right? Where it's tilting. So the most important thing is your drawers have to be somewhere level. Get your little level thing out and decide where your drawers need to sit for a few days to dry. So find a spot in your garage or somewhere. This is very messy, so I would advise you doing this outside. So put your drawer somewhere and put a level on to make sure. Obviously this isn't level, but they're not going to be resting here. Just make sure. So right back there behind me there you can see, and I actually drew out a line. I carved with a pen where the drawer is actually going to sit. So that way I know it's going to be level, and so the paint isn't going to glob, one way or another, right? So that is number 1, the most important thing to do. Number 2 is you want to make sure you wrap your drawers. So what I've done here, let me move my paint so nothing spills, and I'll show you how to put this into the glass too. So the number 2 is you need to wrap your drawers. So, and you want to make sure there are absolutely no cracks showing. That's really, really important. So as you can see here, and this is just wrapping paper, it's all it is. So you can use any kind of paper, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is your paper needs to be thick. You don't want to use Dollar Tree paper because it's too thin and it can tear. So get some good quality, even like paper bag to the grocery store would be fine. And so what I did first was underneath this paper, I put some green tape along all the 4 edges, right? Underneath. So right to where the edge was is green tape actually, along all the 4 corners. And then on top of that, once I got the green tape done, I started wrapping my piece. So just, get pieces, whatever, 12 by 12 inches, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then you're going to wrap your drawer like a present. And you can see here that one piece of paper here is meeting right here. So because it's meeting here, you want to make sure there are no openings, because the paint is going to go in if there's an opening. It's going to find where there's an opening and it's going to drip inside your drawers. So right here was paper meeting, so I made sure I taped that all with tape, right? So this is just, this is it. So everywhere, oh, that's where I drew the line. Everywhere is wrapped. The entire drawer has to be wrapped. And this is the top. If you want to do sort of a certain design with your paint, I just mark this as the top just so I know. So that's it. You want to wrap your drawer. There's tape. You can see you're going to go through quite a bit of tape to make sure everything is sealed and no paint is going to seep through. So that's it. You just wrap it like a present. So that's the second thing that's super important. And then you can see here where the knob's going to go. I just stuck in a little piece of the same green tape. I just rolled it up and stuck it in there so the paint doesn't pour in. You can stick whatever in there just to seal off your hole from the paint going in. So that is number 2 important. And So this is what I do. Now you can buy, these days they sell, I've seen it in Hobby Lobby where paint is already in a container. You can buy it, pouring paint, but I don't like doing that because I like choosing my own colors. And all you need is just cheap craft paint from the Michaels, wherever the craft store, Walmart, you know, 79-cent paint. Just use whatever. It doesn't have to be expensive paint. And so that way you've got hundreds of colors to choose from, and you can use your own, whatever colors you want. So you're going to buy your craft paint, and this happens to be folk art. And so you're going to put the entire container of paint into your glass plastic cup, and then you're going to put in pouring medium. So this is what I buy. It is Liquitex, and it says on there pouring medium. That's what you're going to buy. If you're going to do a bunch of drawers, you want a big bottle. You're going to go through quite a bit of this. If you're only doing a few drawers, if you're doing, you know, like 1 or 2 canvases, you can do this on canvases. Then a small one will be enough. It just depends. If you're doing 6 drawers, you want a big bottle, and you're going to need lots of paint. So I'm just going to show you what I do. So this white, I've got most of my colors prepared because it takes quite a while to do all this. So I'll show you, and you have to make sure you really get out your paint. There's actually quite a bit of paint stuck in the bottom, so I kind of hid it. I'm not really sure of all the colors I'm going to use, so I've got, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got for sure 5 colors here, and I don't know if I have enough pouring medium to have my 6th color. So do you see what I mean? Like, there's a lot of paint still in here. So hit it and get all that you want, every single speck of paint that you can get out. So I think I got it out. And then what I do is I go and put some water in this, because you're going to need a little bit of water. So then I go and put some water in this. I have a little bit of water here, so let me just go ahead, because I put a tiny bit of water into my mix. And then just shake it up. You could go straight water if you want to, but you might as well get color into your water if you can. So there's my water. So here's my whole bottle of paint, right? And now I'm going to take my pouring medium, and I am going to put in, I put in about 4 tablespoons into my mix. 1, 2, yeah, I don't know if I have enough to do another color. 3, 4, I don't think I do. So I'm going to try to make these colors enough. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. And maybe I won't use all my colors. I just wasn't sure, you know, I wasn't sure how many colors I wanted and what colors. So that, what was that? I hope that was 4. I think that was 4. Tell me if that was 3. I think that was 4. And then I'm going to just stir it up and go to the sides. Make sure you get every bit of paint in here, and just give this a really good stir. And then I add just a tiny bit of water. Just a tad bit. I had water in here, right? So I'm just going to squeeze just a couple squeezes of water. And I think my silver needed more water. Let me double check. So you can see, like, it's not as runny as water from your tap, but it is runny. And you can kind of feel, when you're stirring it, you can feel thickness in there, and that's the pouring medium. So you need the pouring medium. You can't just pour paint on your... So you can see, though, it is pretty runny, and so that's why this is super messy. There's going to be paint all over the place. But you want it to be runny so that it will move around, okay? So my silver, I'll just show you. And this is a metallic. And metallic paint, typically, metallic paint mixes up differently because it's got metals in it, right? So this is, it's hard to tell, but this is actually a little bit too thick. So I'm going to add a tiny bit of water. Did I bring my silver? Oh, there it is. And just tiny bit. And now I think I am ready. So I've got pink, silver, lavender, dark purple. I have a green, and I have the white. I love using white. I don't think I have added some pouring medium to this. Let me just see if I have enough pouring medium to make myself a green color. 1, 2, I hope I put 4 in that pink. Oh, I do. So I now have the green also, and I've got to decide here which colors I want to use. And I'm going to add a tad bit of water. This is water that I had put in my green paint. So you can see it's, you know, it's pretty runny. But you're going to stir, 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 and it thickens up as you're stirring. And this is just perfect now. I know you can't tell on camera, but it's the perfect consistency. You need to feel the thickness. But that's about the right form. And the paint too. Some paint, depends on the paint, some paint, maybe Martha Stewart, the thickness might feel different from folk art, right? The paints are different. Some of them are runnier. So if your paint is super runny, then that just means you probably don't need to add water. All right, so here we go. We are going to start now. Let's get all the stuff out of the way. It's going to be super messy, and I suggest you wear gloves. Let's move that. And let me stand up. And I will see if you make sure that you guys can see. Let me maybe move the camera a little closer so you can see what happens here. So then what you do is you just start putting on your paint. I'm going to get all of them nice and close by, right where I'm working, so I can have them. You want them right close by to where you're going to be working. Because you need to just grab. And I'm going to take out, now I'm going to take out all my sticks, because the sticks will get in your way if you don't take them out. So take out your sticks. And if you have leftover paint, you can save it. It'll probably cover up your glass, and you can put it on a piece of canvas or something. Go to Hobby Lobby and get some canvas. And it'll sit for a couple days. It'll be good. That way you're not pouring paint away. This pink is extremely bright. I can tell this pink is runnier than some of the other ones. This must have been a different brand. Okay, so I want to have everything ready to go. And this green is thicker. In fact, that's too thick. That won't run. I need it to run. I'm going to add some more water. Okay, that's better. You just have to be ready for a mess. And here we go. Wait, there's one more. Silver. This is the silver. Okay, so that's it. That is how you mix. That is the recipe for the paint. So now I'm just going to pour on wherever. And you're just going to put it wherever. But you need to make sure you have, you want to make sure you have enough to cover. If I don't have enough to cover 3 drawers, then I will just mix up. I'll mix up some more. And you don't have to put all your paint on at once. You can move this around, and then you can come back and add more paint. It doesn't have to all go on at once. I'm going to add some pink over here. And I don't want my drawers to look the same. They're all going to be different. Whoops. So you can see this I could have added more water into this. I've got room. See how thick that is? I've got plenty of room that this could have had more water. And oh, look at that, you guys. Look how gorgeous that is. I'm going to add a little bit of white now. Did I already? Oh, I have silver. This is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm now going to add some white. Looks like some pink spilled into there. And you can also, I don't have my spray bottle, but you could also spray it. Let's get some paint going that way. And you can also move it. And now I'm going to move it this way. You guys see? Look how amazing that is. And then once this is dry, you're going to come back and you're going to touch up the sides with paint. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous. Look at that, you guys. That is so cool. Okay, so I'm going to go now and place this. I'm happy with the design. Wait a minute. There's a little corner here. I'm just going to grab my stick and I'm just going to move the paint a little bit here and here. And I'm going to go place it on my little square I did, where I know it's. And now I'm going to work on this one. I'm going to move the cardboard a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to okay. So I'm going to leave the third drawer last because I might do that one. I might have to add a different color to that. Oh, I don't think I didn't put lavender. Let me go see if I put lavender on that one. I don't think I did. So I'll maybe do the lavender in the middle drawer. Gonna add some silver now. So you know you don't have to put on, like I said, you don't have to put on all your colors at once. Move it around and get it moving, and then you can come back with the colors that you want. And let's get these edges done. And I'm going to now add some white, I think right in the middle. And we'll see what happens here. And like I said, I don't want the drawers don't need to match. like you don't want the style, you don't want it to be exactly the same. You want them to be a little bit different. So this is getting really hard to hold now because there is so much paint coming down the sides. So, isn't that cool? It is such a cool, and when this is done, the look is just incredible. I'm going to put on a little bit more green here. So it looks like my middle drawer is going to be different. So this one looks totally different, not totally different, but this one looks different from the other one that is sitting over there. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that amazing? So cool. So I'm going to now go put this in place where I know it's nice and level in my little spot. Right there is the, oh, they are so cool. And you can come in, if there's bubbles, you can come in and poke them to get out a bubble. But you can also, I can go and, if I wanted to change that other drawer, I can go and pick up that drawer because it's not dried yet, and I can add more color to it. I don't know if there's any questions, but I can't see any questions. Okay, so I think I'm going to do the purple. And then I think on this one I'm going to put in that lavender. I'm maybe going to get the purple moving first. And then I'm going to put in some lavender now. Maybe quite a bit of lavender. And then let's get the lavender moving. It's really slippery now because my hands are so wet. That lavender is so pretty. Look how gorgeous that is. Okay, now I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do some green. So that's the green done. So that could have been just a tad bit runnier, the paint. But of course it means you're going to have more of a mess. It's tricky. You don't want it too runny because you want it to stay on your drawer. You don't want everything to run off. I think now I'm going to do some white. I love white on pours. So hard to hold it now. Oh my word, you guys, look at that. That is gorgeous. Okay, let's get some pink on here. You almost can't see that lavender anymore. If I have any left, I might put a little bit more lavender on. I think I'm going to see if I have any lavender left. I do. So, and this doesn't have silver yet, so maybe I should add a tad bit of silver. Okay, that might be enough. It's so slippery now. It's so soaking with paint on the paper. And my hands, look at that, you guys. That is so pretty. And I'm going to go look at my other drawers and see if I need to do anything else to them. And just get your finger in there and move it to the edge if you need to. And then you can add more paint. Right? I'm going to put some purple right here on the edge. And move that a tad bit. There we go. I'm going to go put this over there. I love how it looks. And let me see if I have any paint left. There's my square. And I might just add see if I can add any lavender to this one. Not much left. Okay, I think that's enough. That one's got some lavender now. I love that color. And let me see if I can, oh, hang on, I better make sure it's on my square. I've traced it out. Oh, goodness me, this one is gorgeous. Let me see if I can. I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to go over there and I'm just going to put some little polka dots of lavender. I don't want to move it. And so you can do that too. You can kind of do some all right, you guys, so that's it. It is that simple. So now you know how to do acrylic pours on drawers. It's that simple. Just very, very messy. So anyways, thanks you guys, and that is it.